Hello everybody, my name is Michael, I'm a member of Atavism team, and today I'll show you how to use virtual machine built by Atavism team using Oracle VirtualBox. This virtual machine is a development environment for Atavism platform. The virtual machine will be available to download from your panel, and it will be available in two versions. Both of them are Linux systems. One is a Ubuntu 2017-10 and the second one is CentOS 7. Both are available in OVA format. So after you download this virtual machine image from your panel, you will need to import it to your VirtualBox. You can do this by just double click on the OVA file. It will show you initially a short information about the virtual machine configuration, so it will show you CPU, RAM, network card. So after that we can just press import. That will take a few seconds. After we import this image to VirtualBox Manager, we need to ensure that the virtual machine have correctly set up network settings. So we'll just select our virtual machine and press settings. Then we'll go to the networks, and we need to ensure that the network is attached to bridged adapter and that there is select our active network card. Active network card is the network card that we're using to access internet or to access resources on our network. So in this case it's a Killer E2400 adapter, so I'm happy with that. Okay, after that we can just start virtual machine and we can minimize this window as the new window will pop up. It's our virtual desktop. The process will take a few seconds. Obviously it is slightly faster on SSD. The default username is a root. It is a equivalent of Windows administrator account, and on both of these virtual machines images we provide the user is root and the password is Atavism. So we'll log in there, root and Atavism. Now we'll see if we can access resources on network or on internet. So we'll just run quick ping and we'll ping Google DNS. Like you can see, we just can't reach the destination, so we can press Ctrl C, we'll close that. And now we need to modify a network card to match our local network parameters. But to do that we need to first of all check what are our local network parameters. So we'll press start, type there CMD in Windows 10, and then we'll run the command ipconfig space /all. And now we need to find our bridged adapter. So in my case it's a Killer E2400 network card, so you can see it here. Now what I see here is that's my IP address, so I can't use it. That's my subnet, so we'll need to match it also on the on the virtual machine. And that's next IP address that we can't use. It's a default gateway, but we'll use it to provide this virtual machine access to internet. So, okay, so we can close this window. Now, on this Ubuntu 17.10, the configuration file is located in //etc/netplan directory, and we'll need to edit. There is only one configuration file, so we'll use program nano, and we'll edit etc netplan and then press tab. And here we can see that our IP address pre-configured on the Atavism test network is 0.102. We'll change this to match our network, my network in this case. The 54 and 102 is fine, it's free IP address on my network. And we need to change also our default gateway. And DNS are fine, so we'll just press F2. We'll confirm that we won't change, and we'll just say where we want to save this. Now the configuration is changed, but we need to apply it now, so we'll run command netplan apply. And now we should be able to ping DNS, the Google DNS server. Everything looks okay, we're getting respond. The next step in this configuration is we need to provide, or we need to assign a name for this virtual machine, so that Atavism editor could communicate with this system. So for that we need to put on additional line in hosts file. To do that we'll use again program nano, and we'll edit file located in /etc, and then it's called host. And here we can just remove this line and put on the IP address that we just a moment ago set up for this virtual machine, so 192.168. And I'll call this virtual machine dev.localdomain. Now again we'll press F2, press Y for yes, and press enter. So these changes are finished. Now we need to add the same information, so IP address and the dev.local in our Windows environment. To do that we'll go to your computer, C drive. Well, it is actually the drive where you installed your operating system. It is Windows, System32, drivers, and etc. And here is our Windows host file. So we'll edit it. Now we'll add the IP address 190. And we'll add a name, dev.localdomain. And now we can just save changes. Now to save changes in this in Windows, we need to run this as administrator. So we'll say yes, and we'll save changes. Okay, I can close this. So the next step is we'll need to upload our Atavism server to this virtual machine. For that I will use WinSCP. I have pre-configured connection here. We'll use a SFTP connection. We'll use IP address and the port number 22. So just log in. The username is root. The password is Atavism. And here are the system itself, but personally we like to keep the non-standard software in up directory, so we'll go here and I'll upload my Atavism server 2018 to this directory. It is a zip file. Okay, so the file is there. So next step is we need to extract this file, well, all the files from this zip file. So we'll go to cd opt ls. Like you can see, there is only one file. Now we'll run command unzip, and then we'll say what file we want to extract. Okay, so now everything is extract. We'll just check it, list it. Like you can see, there is now additional directory called Atavism server 2018. So we'll go to it, cd Atavism. Like you can see, here's a few directories, but in this stage we need to import a database structure from the SQL directory. There are 4 files, and also we'll need to modify files in bin directory, but we'll start from importing the SQL files. cd SQL. Like you can see, here are 4 SQL files: admin.sql, atavism.sql, master.sql, and then word content.sql. So we'll run command mysql -u root -p, and it is not safe to do this on kind of public cloud servers, but as we're doing this on our local computer, on our virtual machine, we can add here just straight away after p, we can add the password. The password for the this database is Atavism. And now we'll say what do we want to insert, and we'll start with the admin.sql file. We'll get warning that it's not secure. To provide a password in plain text. Okay, the next file that we'll import is atavism.sql. Next one is master SQL. Then the biggest one is word content. This will take a few more seconds. And it's there. So the files are, well, the structure is in our database engine. Now we need to modify 2 files in bin directory. So we'll go cd bin, and we need to modify word.properties and out.properties. So I'll start with out.properties. Again, we'll use program nano. And we need to modify our bin address, and we'll use our virtual machine DNS name. So it's dev.localdomain. And we need to modify access to our database. Now, there are 2 users set up on this virtual machine for your database. One is a root with the Atavism password, and the second one is Atavism with the Atavism password. So we'll use the second one. And that's all in this file. So we'll press F2. We'll confirm that we want to apply these changes, and we'll press enter here. Now we'll modify word.properties. here is slightly more information that we need to apply. First of all, you'll need to put on your credentials, so your email address and also your license key. And the next one is a bin address, so we'll again put on this dev.local domain. And here is one more on the proxy. Dev.local domain. Now we also need to modify database credentials. So again, Atavism, and the password is Atavism. You can obviously change this password, but if you're using this just inside your network, you don't make available this outside or through the internet, then you don't have to. Okay, so we'll just press F2 to make these changes. Okay, so changes are made. Now we can start our servers. So we'll start with authentication server. Okay, so it's starting the first time. It's slightly longer as it's initialization process there. And then we can also start the word.sh. Word-c. Like you can see, it is the 2018.1 version of Atavism, so the latest and greatest. The process take a moment. We're getting information that the verification failed, but that's because I just didn't apply my license key. Okay, so after we configured our virtual machines and our computers, it's time to create a new project in Unity, and then inside it we'll import a Atavism Unity package. So I'll create a new project, Atavism.vm, and we'll create project. So we need to go to assets, import package, and then custom package. And here we will import our Atavism Unity 2018 package. Just to let you know, it is way bigger file. It's around 4.5 gigabyte. So it will import for around 20 minutes, but that's obviously depending on your hardware. So just be patient. When the Unity decompressing this file, I will show you something more. As the Atavism VM, it is an environment to help you start your journey with the Atavism platform. We put on there also a tool that will help you to manage your database. So we'll open my browser. On the address of your virtual machine, it will be most likely different than this one. You'll just enter / and then the phpMyAdmin. That's what you're getting. You're getting the phpMyAdmin out of box. The username and the password is Atavism and Atavism. And here you can see that there is the database that you already imported, so it's admin, Atavism, master, and art content. So here you can manage your users, or you can actually change some permissions if you need. Okay, we'll just log out from here and close the browser. Now, okay, so you need to just decompress the file. Like you can see, there is a lot of files. Like I mentioned earlier, it is a way bigger project, so the import will take way more time. Just in a moment, there will be a window that will tell you that the system needs to update the API. So we're highly recommending to take a full backup of your existing project, or if it's a new project, then you don't need to worry too much. So you can just press go ahead. After this API warning window, will run fast forward, because like I mentioned earlier, it will take around 20 minutes to import it. Okay, so that's the warning window, and this is new project, so we can just press go ahead. So from this point we'll just run the fast forward on video. Okay, so the package is installed, or actually imported. Now we can go to our Windows. We can open here Atavism Online, and here we can log in. So I'll use our test account. Okay, so now we need to connect this Atavism editor to the virtual machine database. With this release, there is added a kind of cloning credentials. If you keep all of these databases in the same host, in the same database engine, then it is handy. It will just populate all the files, all the fields, just by typing it just in one part of this configuration. Like you can say, it's populated already IP address. Now we'll just put on our database user and password. And we'll run quick connectivity test. Successful, and last one is also successful. So like you can see, it is working. Okay, so we'll just close this for a moment. Okay, so now it's a time to kind of put on stance in our project. They are here. There is way more of them with this release, but like always we'll start with login. And in login we need to tell where is our master server. So it's this location, and we'll just type here dev dot. It is the DNS name that we assign to our virtual machine. Okay, so this one, the login cell is there. Then obviously we'll need to select some character. And then we need to place our word. This one takes slightly longer. Okay. So then next one we have 2 arenas. First one and the second. And after runners we will put on deathmatch. Just second deathmatch. And then we'll put on also kill. And one, the last one. Okay, so now we can log into our play of this scene. Now, just to ensure, in some cases antivirus can modify host file on your local computer. It is quite often happening on my system. It is just preventing the kind of non-standard DNS record to be created on the computer. Like you can see, it will. Yeah, so it hashed my virtual machine domain resolution. So we'll just save this, and we'll verify that we still can ping it. Yes. So now we'll just run play. Now the play again, it's quite big here, so the first time it will just start, well, a bit longer. So I'll again fast forward this part, so there's no point to watching blank screen. Okay, so the set is loaded. So I need to, first of all, I need to create a new kind of player, new person. So username. So like always, you need a email address, as it could be used to kind of reset somebody's password. Okay, so we'll create account. Okay. We'll just call this it is just fake email address. So your account has been created. So okay, now we'll log in. Okay, so now we can just select weapons for us. It is male will have a blue armor, and then the female will be kind of reddish. We'll provide a name for my person, for my new character. Okay, so we're kind of ready, and we entering to something that could be our game. Okay, again it is slightly slower in using the Unity, so okay, I hope so this video will help you start your new projects, and we hope eventually you'll release your game. Thank you for watching.